Hi guys, welcome to my Windows 10. The system is all up to date. I just made a video about VM Workstation Pro number 17. And now it's the turn of Oracle VM VirtualBox, which is at version 7.06R155176 and Qt is 5.15.2. Close. Let's create a new one. Let's create a template. That's my way of working that I can clone later on. I won't put something in there because maybe there will be other Linux systems I want to try out. There is a lot of stuff you can test, right? There's ArcoLinux 64, that's what we're gonna need. But you can have Debians in there and Gentoo, Fedora, Open Mandriva itself, Magaya, or I don't know how to pronounce that. Jaya maybe, and G. ArcoLinux anyway, Red Hat. We're at 9 at this point in time. OpenSUSE is there, SUSE Linux, and all the Ubuntu's are there. Xandros Lubuntu and another Linux 64. That would work, but we got ourselves a Arch Linux 64. Next, can't overwrite the machine folder. All right, and probably something there already. VirtualBox VMwares. Okay, delete. Xenmod is also gone now. How about now? Let's get rid of that. Template, next. My memory is 32. I gave 10 to VMware, so I'm going to give more or less 10 as well to see if it feels different. 8 CPUs, 4 is for this guy. Enable UEFI, yep. Next. I gave 30 to the other one. 30 I told. Oh my god. 30. Use an existing, no. Good, next. Let's do a finish and go back in. What do we install normally? What I do normally is bidirectional, drag and drop, bidirectional. Maybe it works on Windows, does not work on Linux at this point of time. In time, UEFI is here, processor. This one we set. This one we do not change. In the other video VMware we changed something, but we don't see the names here. The exact same names. VMS VGA, right? Remember, new setting. Not gonna enable this one. Maybe we should try. And I don't do this, but that's for window tiling manager. So tiling window manager better. The thing itself, so this is a template, so I clone this thing and I say this is gonna be the XL ISO. And then you put in your ISO, whatever ISO it is. Choose a disk file, it's gonna be one level up, Control H, I wanted to type, documents, ISO, then lots of stuff here. That's the new guide that's gonna be released beginning of April. All right, those are the settings. Will it go full screen? I have no clue. Okay, that's that. Let's go in there and do not ask again. Control Druet, yes. All right, so this guy, and then this one can go. That goes up there. View's gonna be host F, so Control F, switch. No, he started already. So Control F, yes. So the right control. We're a live user. You're not supposed to do anything in live, right? This is not where you should do type commands. No, this is one street only drive through. This time I'm gonna take the easy one. So you see, this is the default. If you watch the VMware, this was the complexity VMware, and now we're just gonna say, let's take ext4, this time with Hibernate. Last time it was with a file. Off you go, install stuff. And that's it, right? So this is very simple. This is like the default in Linux. No questions asked, difficult things. Will this clash with that? Will I have well, lots of things, right? You check out the advanced, it's like, you could ask thousands of questions. So knowledge is required. And here is just the plain simple settings like any other Linux distro. At this point in time, we're working with a version of our own, since the default release has not, in this time 6+3, 9 months ago, we have not seen any stable release, official stable release. So hence we've made our own release called 3.3.0 Alpha 3. And saying, let's try it with that code, and everything works just fine. So if you know GitHub, it's a kind of different kind of branch thingy, more development yet. But okay, it's not because it says Git that it's gonna break, right? If you have a package in the AUR that says Git, just means the last code. And yes, maybe the last code may have bugs, but there's no saying that a stable version is not gonna have bugs, right? It's still software. Yes, it says choose your desktop. Ctrl-Alt-E. Right. The ArcoLinux tweak tool can be launched here as well. Choose your desktop can be done at any point in time, right? The only thing people seem to forget, conveniently, I don't know. As you see, there is no Wayland desktop included. Don't mix X11 with Wayland. ArcoLinux B Hyperland, ArcoLinux B Sway, stop. Choose the ISO install, stop. Don't mix. Don't say, I have an ArcoLinux XL and I will install myself Hyperland. No. No. And again, no. So these guys work okay-ish with each other. A tiling window manager will always work great with a desktop, but desktops among themselves can cause some issues if you don't know what is what, right? Just to name one, Plasma has tons of applications, and if you have also Cinnamon, it has tons of applications. And if you also have GNOME, another bunch of applications, they're all mixed together in the same menu. And you say, what's what, right? Knowledge is required if you start mixing. Where do we share knowledge, right? Well, on our websites, but videos take gigabytes of space. So we put it on YouTube, which is meant to have gigabytes of space. And what you do is you find the first video that has my face on it, whatever beard I'm growing, but my face, right? You've seen me change in these 5 years. This guy, right? And then you go here, stop the intro video here. And here we have the, a bit bigger. Here we have the search button, right? And mixing is actually something that we explain. Or mixing Salient OS, voila, mixing desktop requires knowledge, Excel and Plasma. So we teach you that if you start mixing, you start kind of breaking, well, the look. To be honest, it's mostly look. But if you do mix, maybe would be a better choice. That's DE, mixing, right? To mix icons, mix Salient OS, mixing 25 desktops is never a good idea. What can you learn from it, right? So for fun's sake, for teaching sake, I will never have a machine, a daily computer system with 25 desktops, but the ISO builder does have 6 or 7, right? But I'm always on CHADWM. So that's because we need to build packages. That's the only reason, right? But there is knowledge. There is knowledge, and go and look. And guys, don't search here, right? Never search here. Search here. Then you're confined to what we have. And we have, I don't know, like 10,000 videos. And only 3,000 are about ArcoLinux. But the Arch guys have a separate number as well. So at some point in time, I decided to make a different kind of numbering for ArcoLinux. I remember somewhere, but sometimes I make a space, and the other times I do not make a space. It all matters, right? ArcoLinux with a space. So here we have also numberings, which is probably also like 70 or something videos purely about ArcoLinux, because basically the guys won't like me saying this, but we are Arch, right? We are Arch. 97% is Arch and 3% is just ArcoLinux configs, basically. So go and have a look at all the information that we have on all the websites. There is a system in this madness, right? Information, ArcoLinux info, ArcoLinux.com, anything that you can ask for, all the information about keyboards, NVIDIA Plank icons. And then we go to the desktops. The desktops, ArcoLinux D stands for the desktops. And here we learn also how to install the ArcoLinux way. And later on we say, maybe you'd like to build an ISO. This is how to build ISOs. We build ISOs, you can build ISOs, just build ISOs. And last but not least, ArcoLinux ISO is where you learn to build an ISO from scratch, like I've done 5 years ago. And we've called it Carly. And we've recorded everything, like years of recording, how we started making an ISO. So if you watch these, plus the guide, this is your ISO building university for free, right? But you need to be a self-reliant student and move through the videos step by step by step, learn more and more and more. And in the end, you'll have something like ArcoLinux, right? And there we go. Finished. Restart. Done. All right. Let's have a little bit of fun in this one. I am lost. So my addiction, maybe if you're watching the channel, you've seen that I was addicted to creating grub themes, right? Because it's easy, it's fun, it's creative. I can use my Photoshop or GIMP skills, right? And then you can make something nice. So we have here the system. We need to update maybe. Let's have a look. Yes, we do. So 3 days ago or something like that, the ISO was created, I think 5 days ago. So this is what happens on Arch, right? You get lots of stuff in. And as you see, these two guys are from us. And all the rest is, again, pure Arch. Oops. Double yes. You won't cut it. Go. So, as I was saying, a little bit of fun. And what's the fun for me? Oh yeah, this is a new driver because one of our, was it that one? Anyway, we have a new driver for Realtek, but I'm I'm in doubt if it's that one or another one. So maybe we can help some people out with that. What I was going to say is the fun stuff, right? If, that's a big if you type update, and I don't know if I can, voila. Don't start typing unlock, right? No, it's busy. It's busy. There can be only one Pacman at a time. And he's working, actually working a very important bit, the DKMS bits, right? And if you're building the NVIDIA, for example, and you say, I'll pull the plug, I will shut down the computer, like hard reset, right? Your system won't boot. He's building DKMS modules. Stay clear. Don't interrupt him. Have some patience, right? These are important files. The make init cpio thingy, it's going inside your boot folder. It should ring a bell. Booting is important. All right, okay. Fun can start if you update your system. If Nemesis repo is there, ArcoLinuXL, it's there. It's not there in all the others, right? Because we want to make differences, and XL is extra small, and you've asked for XL is extra large, and you've asked for the smaller ISO, and that's the XSs. So there are many XS versions due to the kernel issues that people have. We have different XS ISOs with the Linux kernel. Then later on the Linux LTS kernel, then the Linux Zen kernel, then the Linux Zen mod kernel. We've kept adding, so in the hope, of course, that you have support. So this is the button that needs to be on. Enable Nemesis repo. And this is Eric's personal playground. So if you update your system and you type, it's very easy actually, sudo pacman -s and then edu. My name is Eric Dubois. Hi. These are all the stuff that's it's besides ArcoLinux. This is my little repo, and I've explained to you guys how to make your own personal repo. You make your own package build, put it on there, and add it to ArcoLinux, right? Add it to anything because it's all ArcoLinux. The last thing I've never shown to anybody is this one, the Eevee grub theme, right? Eevee is a nice, beautiful girl. She is. And it's plain and simple. That's it. Right? That's it. Voila. And this is my playground. I'll change the wallpaper and play with it. And all the others are there as well. But that's all covered already. If you want to see, maybe I can show it there. As you know, we handpick beta testers from Discord channel, right? You don't need to apply. If we see you're committed to ArcoLinux and you help people out on Discord, on the forum, your name gets around, right? That's it. That's all you need to do if you want to be a beta tester. Stick around. That's difficult enough for Linux distro hoppers. So the beta guys, I sent them always here. And here we can see what I've been doing and playing with. So I've created a CHDWM because I'm a fan of him, of that particular tiling window manager. So I can boot up MIS ISO builder boots up like this. I have a lot of Asus motherboards, so I'm actually quite happy. So they just die of, well, old age, like 8-10 years, and they still work slowly, right? But they work, and that's the fun. Here we've made a ArcoLinux kind of look with a little logo up there, like having fun, and it came from here, the Ubuntu grub theme. Just changed a few things, gimp, boom, done. And this is the Vimix mono grub thing with some buttons down here. So I've been playing around with these things, and they're all on Edu. Right? Et voila. Another tests on Windows, because that's why we're here. We're testing VirtualBox, Windows, everything works fine. Okay, go, move on. Back to Linux. All right. Cheers.